Okay, let's do this. Hey everyone, I am back with a new video. I hope you all have been doing very well. It's been quite a hectic year and I've decided to come back with another haul video, which is, I think, is like the third one out of 6, so half my videos are hauls by now. But this one will also be sort of a review combined with the haul, because I have had these items for about like 2 months now, so I pretty much have a review on most items. So let's get started. Just a little disclaimer, this might be one of my most controversial videos ever, because these items I have bought off AliExpress.com, which is quite a controversial site at the moment, as well as I remember a few months back. But I just decided, you know what, they had a big, I think it was way in November, end of November, it was that Black Friday sale, and I decided, you know what, might as well try it out, otherwise I'm going to spend the rest of my life wondering, you know. Let's start. Where should I start? First off, it's an item I basically wear every single day of my life. It is this watch. And everything that I did buy was very cheap. It was less than, I think the most expensive item was like $7 Australian, and I made my cart into Australian dollars because they didn't have our currency, and Australian dollars was the easiest to convert quickly. I will list the prices down below in the info bar just for reference sake, but it was a Black Friday sale. The second product that I bought was also another watch, just like this, very plain. I think it's stainless steel or whatever, but it's very nice. It is more for days when I really want to look more put together, because this is a rubbery type of material, so it looks more informal. But I like the rose gold, yeah, on the sides, and it's really a very nice watch. It is comfortable. I can wear it every day and there's nothing wrong with it. It's not breaking. The this rose gold coating isn't going off. I mean, this one I don't wear as often, but I mean, it's still in perfect condition. It works. It keeps the time, you know, what the actual purpose is. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like around $2 or $3 Australian, so it was really, really, really cheap. And then I also bought this brush, and this I use with something else I bought. You will see in a minute. Not a minute, but later, you know. Cool. It's really, really, really very soft, like super soft. Okay, there's gonna come powder out now, but it's really, really super soft. You can use it under your eyes. Yeah. You can use it under your eyes without it really irritating the skin, because the skin around my eyes is really thin. It's very sensitive, and I can't, you know, blend for too long or use too much friction on it. But this brush doesn't give me any problems. Really, really like it. It has, I think, a bamboo handle. It hasn't, oh shit, yeah, it's quite sturdy. It was very cheap and it's soft, and I like it. Really, really recommend. I will actually, along with the prices, I'll link each item to exactly where I bought it down in the info box, should any of you be interested. This one I got with one of my palettes. You'll see a bit later. Just a normal little spongy type of beauty blender material. It's quite dense. It's not as dense as but I feel that it's a lot more dense than the other one I have that's broken. Oops. But I mean, I haven't used it yet because I don't really have the need for it. But I mean, I guess it will be good. Don't know. But I got it free anyway, so it's not like I bought this especially or paid for it or whatever. So either way. And then I also bought one of these Nars I don't know what you call it, ITA or ITA or whatever, brushes that you contour with. I mean, I haven't used it quite a bit, so it has a bit, you know, poofed out, but it still works very, very nicely. And it has a Nars logo on it as well. And this was very, very cheap, and it works perfectly. And I saw the time I bought this, say for argument's sake it was $2. I went to check on the Nars site, and it was $55 for this, which I cannot wrap my mind around. But I really, really like this for contouring. You know, your nose, here, there, wherever you want to contour. Really, really nice brush. Really like this, and I used this also with one of the palettes that I got. Just stay tuned. Then I also got a MAC foundation, and it is in the color NC15, which I have no idea why I bought it, because I would actually say I'm more like an NW instead of an NC, but I have never owned a MAC foundation, so I didn't know which one to get. And I haven't used it because of this whole debate around, you know, Chinese products, and you know, you don't know what's in them, and you know, so I'm a bit scared, I guess. But I did have problems with the seller of this item. He didn't respond to my messages. I wanted to extend my purchase protection. I think it was 3 times I asked them, and he didn't respond, and eventually I haven't received it after, I think it was the 60 days. So I disputed it. He refunded because he didn't respond, so that automatically refund your money. And then after that, actually I got the item, so I was like, I feel a bit awkward because of that to use it. So I don't know, maybe I'll donate it or something. But I think this was quite, I think it was $5 or something, but I haven't used it, so I cannot comment on the quality or anything of this. And I wouldn't trust my review of this because I don't own legitimate MAC products. So I don't know, maybe I'll use this someday when I'm just bored or something. Then I also got these what do you call it, these black peel-off masks that come from China that everyone uses. And I really like this. I think it was about $2, which was, you know, it wasn't bad. Okay, I'm like a cheapskate, so it wasn't bad. It's actually really cheap, but it was okay. But I really like this. You don't have to use a lot because I personally can't use it in these areas because of peach fuzz and yeah. So I usually only use it on my chin as well as my nose because it doesn't hurt there. But if you start going into larger areas, yeah, that might hurt a bit. And it works really well, and you can really, with the black, you can really, oh my god, with the black you can really see everything that comes out of your pores, which is really disgusting, but you know, it's, at least you can see it works. And I did buy 2 of them. This one is still sealed, but yeah, for interest's sake, I hope you can see god, these Chinese descriptions though. Don't know if you can see on the back, it says black sucked out. So yeah, that sounds horribly disgusting. I'll get to my palettes at the end because that's the items I use most, pretty much. It's like my favorite, so I'll keep it for last. I also bought a wall sticker. No, this way around. That's like, ooh, that's like this. Now I really need 4 hands, like this. And each letter is separate, so you have the possibility of, you know, arranging and spacing it as you wish. So there's no like, okay, this is the size you get and that's what you have to live with. You can arrange it the way you want it. And I haven't put it up yet because there's a few things I want to put up. Because there's a few things I want to put up on my wall, so I haven't really decided where I want it, because I'm not sure if that is the type that you can, you know, take off and re-stick on your wall again. I'm not sure about that, so I don't want to take the chance. I really want to make dead sure, okay, I want to put this here and then put it up. But so far I'm really impressed with it. I mean, I like that you can actually arrange it the way you want to. And by the way, the quote says, dream until your dreams come true, which I think is a really inspiring and motivating quote to have. I mean, especially if I should have it against this wall, where I will be able to see it every time I come into my room, when I'm in my room while I'm working, whatever. I mean, especially if I'm filming, it will be like right there. So yes, I'm really glad I got it. I think it was about just over $1, which is really affordable. So I thought, you know what, take it. Okay, now my favorite parts. I bought, okay, let me just show you. It is 4 little palettes, okay, little, but 4 palettes like these. They're all like completely black with no, brand names or anything on it. So I really, really like that. I mean, really looks so sophisticated. So the first one is the smallest one, which I use pretty much every day. It is an eyebrow palette. And I have not done my brows because I thought, you know what, might as well put it on in the video just to show the pigmentation and everything. And I had a look at the colors when I got it. Ugh. And I decided, you know what, I think this color right there will, suit me best, because it is more of a cool toned brown. Because the others are, I don't know, they're quite warm. So you can just, if you have a, a lighter, if you need a more ashy tone color, I would probably not take this because it only has this one color that's really ashy. But I am going to apply it now just to show the color payoff, basically. Okay. Yet again, I would probably need a mirror. In the mornings when I've already applied the powder, I would just go over it with my Brow Artist Plumper from L'Oreal, which is, oh my gosh, one of my favorite items. I use it every single day I wear makeup. I love it. And it just keeps your brows in place, which is really good because that's what you want. Otherwise you look like odd. If your brow is like shaped like that, maybe all the hairs go down and it looks And this is the little brush thingy I got with. Has the brush on the one end, and this is more like a spongy tip on the other side. So basically, as you can see, it really makes a big difference. And I didn't use a lot of powder. I mean, I don't know if you can really see, but I haven't used much of it, and I have been using it for about 2 months. I wouldn't say every day, but most days. I'm just going to do the other brow just for the purpose of looking normal, pretty much. Okay, the second palette that I got is an eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try to be like just very objective about this, because I mean, I'm not gonna be subjective in any party's favor, but yeah, this is it. And what I've noticed about this specific palette is about half of the colors are pretty much exactly the same. Like, for example, if you should look at that and that and that and that and that and that and that, it's pretty much the same color. I don't regret buying it, but yeah, most of the colors are the same. They just have a different tone. Some of them are more warmer colors, some are a little bit, more ashy. But I mean, I use it quite often. The pigmentation is actually very good from something that comes from China. Well, for the purpose of this video, I'm assuming that everything came from China. Not that it did. I know one of my packages came from Germany, or it might have been the Netherlands. I'm not sure. but either one of those two. This I actually use it on my eyes now. I just put a little bit there and blend it like crazy because this is really pigmented. The black, it actually is really a strong pigmented eyeshadow. It lasts really well. I fell asleep with my makeup one night and the next morning it looked exactly the same. And I mean, for the price of this, I mean, say it was about, say, $3 or $4. I don't know, I will put it down below. But I mean, really good. I would actually, for the price, that price that I paid then, I mean, it's really worth it. And what I also like about AliExpress is if you put something in your wish list, they notify you by email, and I think on the app as well. When you have it in your phone, it notifies you when items in your wish list go on sale or reduce, or you know, whatever, which is really nice. I mean, I really appreciate that. And oh gosh, yeah, this is gonna be gross. Okay, excuse the little hair stuck in the one. It is a brush hair, by the way, but this is a cream contouring palette. And you might notice that color is like the oddest silverish, whitish, snowy, glittery. It's like a snowy, glittery, whitish color, which I have no idea where or for what you would use it. I cannot understand. But I mean, there is a banana-ish color, you know, your yellow that you use under your eyes. And I mean, a lot of different, I guess, people who have not fair skin would use it as concealer, but the rest is, you know, your contouring colors. I have used it, I don't know, maybe twice or 3 times. I don't particularly like it. It is, I feel it's very unblendable and hard and, you know, not really suitable for its purpose, but it isn't bad. I guess if I knew how it was, I probably would not have bought it, but you know, I have it now. So, and this is by far my favorite because I did not know it was going to be this big. This is the biggest palette that you just saw, and this is a powder contour. And the colors I use most is this one, which is like a banana yellow color, and this one, which is a very ashy soft brown that I use for my contour, which I am going to show you now. Oh gosh. This is what I use this brush for, which is my favorite. I just go in the yellow and just usually just put it under my eyes. I just tap it like this so more product comes out, and when I apply it, I can actually, it's not a big difference, but I can see it looks a little bit more brightened, and you know, it provides, I don't want to say it provides coverage, but it covers up the blue a bit. So yes, that's what I usually do when I go for this palette, but some mornings I just don't have time for it. And I must say, I have actually used this darker color on my eyes because I don't see myself using it for anything else. So yeah, I use it for that. This I sometimes put on my cheeks, this color right here. Not that it really, I don't know, it just doesn't show up very well on my skin, I guess. But I mean, I'm not going to use it for anything else. And this color, I guess you can use as a pressed powder. And this one I usually use when blending out my eyeshadows. Say, you know, for this color I went up and it blended a little bit too high up, I would just take the white and just blend it back in, because it is a matte color, so there's no shimmer or anything, which is obviously the perfect thing to use. And usually I would just go like that and just I wouldn't say this palette is overly pigmented, but I mean, for the purpose of a contour palette, powder contour palette, I think it's just the right amount of pigment in the product. So I would just take, you know, my Nars brush and just do a light contour. And usually I would also go the size of my nose. And also another thing, I have not noticed any breakouts or allergic reactions or anything from any of these products that I have bought. I just have to say that, because I mean that's the biggest issue that I've seen with AliExpress, is people claiming, you know what, they have all this junk in the products, you're gonna get allergic reactions, you're gonna lose your face or whatever. But I mean, I have not noticed that, because I have been using it for a while. That's why I waited with this video, because I don't want to say, you know, this is so good, go and buy it, what, and then have someone say, yeah, but it caused such a rash, what. So for me, these products did not cause any allergic reactions or pretty much anything. I am very happy with my products. Of course, I bought it from different sellers. I mean, AliExpress is just a platform where different people sell their items. But my overall experience, I think I bought from 10 different stores or something. My overall experience is I'm very happy. It took about 2 months for delivery, and I had to fetch it at the post office, which was nice because I mean, I didn't know when it was going to be delivered. I think it was, I don't know how many items, and you know, I wouldn't want to be at home every time for them to deliver it or whatever, so I'm very glad that it went to the post office. Just more convenient, so you know, I can go when I have time. I don't have to take off from work to be at home. And the quality, I mean, for me personally, I think the quality is excellent for the price. I have bought another few things from AliExpress. They had the, I think it was a 6th anniversary sale, which they had like ridiculous price cuts. So I decided, you know what, doing it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna wait another 2 months. My last item was shipped today, and today is the 7th of April. So about 2 months, so it should be in time for my birthday, so that's good. Yeah, I don't want any negativity on this video, so please just in your comments, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, Roger, just take a step outside and just go walk it off. Because I mean, people who do have different experiences on AliExpress and the items they bought and what, I do understand that some sellers, you know, they might not ship your stuff or communication is bad. I mean, but you've got to understand, like, it's two different cultures, you know. I don't know, but I'm impressed. My expectations weren't very high, so I was really impressed with everything. I will probably in the future try to use that MAC foundation, and I will also let you guys know on that. So I hope this, fuck's sakes. So I hope this can, you know, maybe change your mind about AliExpress, or maybe convince you to make a purchase, or, you know, just if you wanted more information. I do really recommend using the service, but I wouldn't necessarily buy clothes on there, because the things I have seen on the internet and in the reviews or everything, yeah, just do your research first. Go through all the comments on that product you are interested in, because that will pretty much give you an idea what to expect from the seller and the items and everything, quality wise, you know, delivery wise, whatever. So, and always, when you buy something on AliExpress, please do mind the shipping. I have been caught out that way a few years ago, not on AliExpress, but a very similar site where I bought an item for $4, which was like, oh my gosh, that is money. And then the shipping was $24 in, I think it was American dollars that way back then. And yeah, and I didn't have work that time. I was, you know, employed part-time. I was studying, so No, I didn't have the world's money, so that was quite a shock for me. I literally, I think I cried because I was like, I want it. But I didn't really have the money at that time. But I must say, I do not regret it. I am very happy I bought what I bought. It was a brush shape, by the way. So yeah, that is my video on AliExpress. My personal experience. Please don't hold me responsible if you do buy any of these products and you are unhappy or have an allergic reaction or something. This is just my experience on it, and I must say, in general, I would give the service of AliExpress, I would give pretty much a 7 out of 10, because shipping does take long if you don't pay extra for it, because obviously where I had the option, I did not pay shipping. I think only on 2 orders I paid shipping, and either way it took 2 months for everything to get here. It was about like 2 weeks, between the 2 weeks, like from 1.5 months to 2 months. That's how long everything took to come here. But I'm happy with what I bought. I do not regret it. The items are, proper quality. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I'm happy. Hope you guys have a lovely evening, enjoy your week, and stay safe, please. Oh, I have the fuck, LA. Because these items I have bought off LA. Oh my god. Yay, bee sounds. Let's wait it out. What have you done? Either way, you can never have enough brushes. I mean, honestly. I'll just take the fuck. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna shoot kind of color. Wat? Wat? Kan jy net gou wag asseblief? Ek is nou daar. Anyway,